Hey everyone, Blissey here, and today I've got a Gen 4 UU Wi-Fi battle versus the Gen 4 low-tier GOAT, Hayden. He is going to be leading off with his classic Pokemon Pinsir, as I lead off with Ambipom. Pinsir is actually kind of a scary threat to my team. I wasn't sure what it was, but luckily we have the no thinky button. We can just click Fake Out and not worry about turn 1. This always goes first, it will flinch, and it's going to do a ton of damage thanks to Technician and my Life Orb. Now, it might not look like we gained any intel this turn, but as you can see from that huge amount of chip I did, by the way, truly insane, Hayden stayed in. Now, if he stayed in, that makes me think that thing is Choice Scarf. It's going to be faster than my Ambipom. I got to switch out. I choose to go into Tauros here to get an Intimidate off and to scout the move. I knew that I would live a close combat if that's what he went for, but I didn't want to go into my Uxie right away because I didn't want to get instantly nuked by X-Scissor or something like that. He does go for the safe play and clicks close combat, I live, and I'm bluffing Choice Scarf here. He might think, okay, the Tauros can come in and it can KO me. I'm not Scarf, I'm Bandit. I gotta get the heck out of here. But since I know that he's locked into close combat now, it's a relatively safe switch into my Uxie. It won't take any damage from close combat, and he actually switches out. And if you notice, he switched out first, and we both switched out at the same time, so that indicates that he's faster than me, which should tell both him and me with 100% certainty that he's Scarfed. So he goes into this Donphan here to presumably have taken something from my Tauros, but I just Stealth Rock with my Uxie, and he's going to do the exact same thing. We're just going to trade rocks. A classic Gen 4 rock swap maneuver. Now, I know that Donphan has Rapid Spin, and he's probably going to want to do that. So I'm going to click U-turn, get out of here, and go into my Ghost type to prevent such a thing from happening to me. Now, my Uxie could have had Yawn. I kind of wished it did, but I had Thunder Wave instead. That's all right. And so I go into Daywalker, my Spiritomb, to block the spin. This will prevent the hazard from being removed, which is good because Stealth Rock is such a powerful hazard, and I can try and threaten a Will-O-Wisp on the Donphan. Now, I can't say I wasn't a little worried about an Earthquake here. Even a fully physically defensive Donphan is actually pretty strong. Its attack is not low. And I am a specially defensive Spiritomb, so I wouldn't take Earthquake that well, even though, as well, Spiritomb is generally pretty bulky. I just go for the Will-O-Wisp, though. I figured even if I take a bunch of damage on this thing, it is worth it to cripple the Donphan. Hayden makes a great play and goes into Swellow. I do miss the Will-O-Wisp, but it doesn't matter because this thing has Guts. It wanted to be burned, or Toxic in this case, from its own Toxic Orb. Now, this thing is a threat. Guts boosts its attack thanks to the status condition that it has, and I don't want to switch anything into this. Again, Uxie is a really good Pokemon, and I don't want it to take U-turn from a Guts-boosted Swellow, and I don't want anything else to take a Brave Bird, so Daywalker, you've done great. You blocked one Rapid Spin and missed a burn. Good job. I'm sacrificing you to this Brave Bird here. I actually went for Pursuit because in case the Swellow did U-turn, Pursuit would have caught it and done double damage on the switch out. He didn't do that, and he stayed in Brave Birded, took a bunch of chip from Recoil, took more chip from the Toxic Orb, and then took damage from my Pursuit with its only 40 power. Now here was a tough turn, but I thought maybe he wants to preserve this Swellow. This could be a good one-time nuke if he takes out my Spiritomb and spins the rocks away. So I stayed in and clicked Will-O-Wisp because I knew that I would live the U-turn because I used a damage calc to figure it out. And I get to Will-O-Wisp something for free now. Nothing wants to take a Will-O-Wisp. Even if it's a special defensive wall, you're taking chip. Literally, unless you're Clefable or a fire type, I guess. But he switches into Barrel and it takes the burn, which is great. This thing is actually a pretty threatening sweeper in the lower tiers. A lot of people think that Barrel is some chump and some weakling because you put HM moves it on your in-game copy of Diamond and Pearl. But no, this thing has the ability Simple, which doubles the power of all boosting moves. So Curse is going to boost attack and defense by 2 instead of by 1. And I just choose to sack Spiritomb here because I wanted a safe entry into something else. He takes Life Orb Chip, which is crazy, by the way. That is a strong fellow, and it means it's not long for this world thanks to the burn. And because it's burned, its attack is halved, and I have free entry into Gold, my Feraligatr, my favorite Pokemon. At this point, I think, I got a free substitute. There is nothing this Bibarel can do to stop my substitute. I don't think it will even break the sub with return if it has it. although it showed waterfall, so it might not. He ends up cursing, which is great for me. I'm protected safely behind my substitute, and I'm just going to get a Swords Dance. I was actually a little bit nervous that he was rest. I thought, okay, if this is a rest fellow, it could boost its defense all the way up and heal its status condition of burn. So I want to boost up alongside of it because I do have a move that can hit it for neutral damage in return. He does go for a return, which reveals to me that he is probably not rest. He's probably 3 attack because most of these things, if they're cursed, they carry quick attack. He takes more chip from Life Orb and Burn, and I think I'm just going to sub down, get into Torrent range to boost my Aqua Jet, and he'll die to Life Orb and Burn recoil. He ends up quick attacking instead, thinking I'm just going to try and take him out. And that lets me get a substitute because quick attack goes first. And now, even though he doesn't faint, I have Aqua Jet, which will go before his quick attack because I'm faster. And now my Feraligatr is in the prime position to sweep. This is the exact position. This for literally I couldn't imagine a more perfect scenario than what this Feraligatr is in. And let me tell you a little bit about the set. Usually, Feraligatr can run a Dragon Dance set, but I didn't want to do that because that's just kind of like Gyarados Light. They have very similar move pools and very similar like bulk, even though Gyarados is a little bit different thanks to the water typing. So I wanted to use what made Feraligatr unique, which is Swords Dance, Torrent, and Aqua Jet. So Substitute is to get down into Torrent range easier, Aqua Jet is for priority, and Swords Dance is to boost way quicker than a Dragon Dance would. And I don't need the speed boost because Aqua Jet is a priority move. It always goes first. This is based on the Gen 5 set that you're meant to be using in like Rain with Mystic Water, which is the item that I have. But I'm not using the Rain. But I think in Gen 4 UU, it doesn't need Rain to help out its power. It's already powerful enough down here. So Hayden goes into this Alakazam here, which really isn't a threat to me. He said that if I was Jolly, he would have lived, but I'm not Jolly, baby. I'm adamant. I'm going for max power. Swords Dance, Torrent, Mystic Water, Aqua Jet. It's all brute force. Now, at this point, if the Alakazam was the best threat for me, I don't know if there's anything he could do at this point. He would need priority that could break my substitute here. A couple of his Pokemon on the team could have priority moves, but I don't know that they would break the sub, and even if they did, I'm actually faster than all of them, so I don't know that it would matter. He goes into this Aggron here. It could be Custap, it could be something, I don't know, maybe if it was max defense, max HP, maybe it could live, but it doesn't. That Brute Force Aqua Jet is too powerful with all of the boosting items and boosting abilities and boosting moves that I've got on the Gator. And if this KO'd in Aggron, it's going to be KOing the Donphan. Donphan could have Ice Shard. I don't know if it would break my substitute. I admittedly did not calc such a thing here. But Swellow could have had Quick Attack, but it's going to faint to Stealth Rocks. That's 1/4 of your health, my fellow Swellow. And yeah, if Aggron died to the Aqua Jet, Donphan's going to die. There is just no way. It is less bulky, even though it's a pretty bulky fellow. And then the last Pokemon is the Pinsir, who is definitely going to die as well. It could have Quick Attack. It does get that move, but on a Choice Scarf set, I don't know. And if he had Quick Attack on the Choice Scarf set, he probably would have gone out to it sooner just to break the substitute. And it's also going to take Stealth Rock chips, so Feraligatr was just put in the exact perfect prime position to sweep. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for the battle, Hayden. I appreciate you doing this. I know you really only do modern gen stuff these days, so it was an honor to battle my goat. And I hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys like watching lower tiered stuff. I know OU tends to be the most popular, especially for old gen stuff, but let me know what you think down below. And I'll see you next time. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a good one. Bye!